there. And so we will be kicking off here. Looks like we got a rainy game, and so that will of course factor into the conditions. And Ole Miss will start with the ball, and they're going to take it out of their own end zone, and they're going to have a return to the 17-yard line.
I think what I'm looking to see here is we're probably going to see a little bit more ground game with the rain like it is. You know, your quarterback's going to be a little bit less accurate, but I think it'll be interesting to see how Ole Miss starts it off here.
Yeah, and we see Maryland heavy eye to start the game. You see Boger under center. Number 69 going to hand it off to number 24. It's only 2 yards on the ground, but you know, it looks like Ole Miss might be running back the same formation.
Yeah, I mean, he looked like he had a massive hole there, but I mean, this is a solid formation to play in the rain. It's a safe play.
Oh, he's a play action. He has got a man on the wheel, and it doesn't get it.
He doesn't look for it.
And potentially, already, you see that's a little bit of a wobbly ball there, and you wonder if there might be a little bit of issues with the rain already. Is Boger off to a cold start, 3rd and 9, looking, trying to find a man. He's going to lob it up, and he drops it. I thought he caught that for a second, but a dangerous throw that falls incomplete at the end.
Good first defensive drive for Wisconsin there. Honestly, didn't expect that. Just have to see how their offense goes here.
Yeah, we get a fair catch by McCaffrey. I'm wondering if he might be related to Luke or Christian McCaffrey, but now we gotta see Locke on 1st and 10. You can see Stadium Pulse, toughness rank 16, goes up the middle, and it's a gain of 2.
It's going to be interesting to see how Wisconsin's O-line is able to take on the Ole Miss defense and their D-line, because that's a tough defense up front.
Yeah, Ole Miss, they've got, you can see 2-1 on the season. Their only loss has come from week 0 against the Kansas State Wildcats, who are currently playing their game against the Cardinals, Louisville Cardinals. Is back to this game, throwing. Here's a zig route to the number 15, and he almost gets a first down, just shy of the stick. Third inches. Sorry. Goal line formation for both teams. Maybe is that even a field goal block for Ole Miss? But it's a quarterback sneak, and he gets the first down.
Smart play call there by Wisconsin.
Couldn't have said it better myself, to be honest. 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. We get an inside zone. Greg McCaffrey nowhere, and it's just 2nd and 10 here.
Yeah, I don't think that's Christian McCaffrey. He's going to struggle against this front. I mean, I think Wisconsin really is going to have to involve the passing game today to be able to move the ball.
Yeah, here's a passing play right here. It's a screen to McCaffrey, who's going to get 8 yards, and he's just shy of 6 again, and another 3rd and manageable here for the Wisconsin Badgers.
Another smart play call there, you know. Low risk, but high reward potentially.
Yeah, and we always know these risk of screen passes could be a big loss or it could be a big gain. As we see Locke in shotgun, he's got 3 receivers to his right, 2 to his left, or at least 2 players, all to his left and 3 to his right. He's making some adjustments here. Snapping the ball, he's looking, he's got a man open, it's over the middle, and he's got a big play for a 1st and 10, or 1st and goal now. It's actually inside the 10, and they're driving.
It's a great hot route by Locke there. Just he saw the opening there, and the safety's kind of to the right, and had room in the middle.
Yeah, here we go. And Greg McCaffrey getting another call, but he only gets 1 yard. And it seems like this run game so far has not really worked too well.
It looks like McCaffrey's a freshman, so probably not ideal to have him as your starter, but I mean, if you don't have any other choices.
Well, or you see him again, and it's another yard, but 3rd and 7. Maybe not where you'd want to be after 2 runs, starting from 1st and goal at your 9, but 3rd and goal is coming out empty again, or shotgun. It's kind of triple bunch formation. Here we go, throwing, 3-man rush, and he got stuck on his player, and you just imagine they're going to take their 3 here.
Yeah, I was worried about that being a pick there for a second, but I think him hitting off of him actually saved it.
Yeah, and kick is up, and it's a tough angle, but he puts it down the middle, and Ole Miss started with the ball that starts the game, and they're down 3 here with 1:37 left, as we're going to see a touchback, and Michael Boger comes back out for a second opportunity.
Not a bad drive there by Wisconsin. I mean, obviously you want the touchdown, but there's nothing wrong with 3 points, especially with how your defense played on that first drive.
Yeah, here we go. Michael Boger, they do not come out on the Maryland line this time. He's going to be in the shotgun with the running back to his right. King Jr. goes down 2 yards, and the run game for both teams seems to be a little bit at a standstill.
Yeah, notice in Wisconsin's really loading the front. They do not want him to run the ball on him.
Yeah, you can see it's, 6-man on the edge there. As you get the screen pass, and it's dropped, and it's probably for the better, because that would have been a loss there for Ole Miss. So, we try again on 3rd and 12. Michael Boger, he has 5 receivers in empty formation. We'll see if he tries to make any adjustments here. Looking down the field, and he's gonna user a play, and that is a great throw. A little dangerous, but he gets his running, or one of his players, to catch that.
Yeah, that's a great throw by Boger there. I mean, really tight window, but he was able to complete the pass there.
Yeah, 5 wide again. He's gonna hit the drag route to Barney Jr., one of the top receivers in the nation. Gets another first down.
This looks like it might be the method, you know, to move the ball. Just kind of splitting all your receivers out wide, so they don't have like 6 guys in the box.
Yeah, and we've seen it kind of for both players so far. He's used 5 wide multiple times. RPO there goes to Max Skill. It's 4 yards, and that's about the story of this run game. Not really working too well for the team.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely saw some potential over there. I mean, he got stuck on his own guy, but I mean, definitely, I think if he's going to be able to run the ball, it's going to have to be with less people in the D-line.
Yeah, and we end the first quarter 3-0, a pretty low-scoring game for 2 of the top teams in the nation, potentially going to the playoffs. You know, yeah. So Boger from his 35-yard line, looking at a lot of linemen on his front. He's looked like that might have been a read option, but 24, Barney, I don't know what his name is, sorry, but just stiff armed a man, told him to get off him, and gets a still only lose 2 yards.
Yeah, it was a good attempt there to break the tackle, but there's just nothing there.
Yeah, and here we go again, 5 wide. A little bit of motion here, potentially trying to see what the coverage is. You see it's Cloud in the motion. Boger looking, trying to find a man. There's not really a lot, but he's going to go to the end zone, and it's caught!
Wow.
A dangerous, or it looked like the defender cut the route in front, but it somehow sneaks through to the receiver, and it's a touchdown for Ole Miss.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Wisconsin, I mean, what do you do there? I mean, you have the guy in position to pick it off, and he just, you know, whiffs.
Yeah, it's 7-0 now or 7-3, sorry, and of course Wisconsin will get the ball to start the second half, and you wonder if they might start to think about that clock and start chewing it here.
Yeah, I mean, I think you'll see at least 2 more possessions here in this quarter, but You know, it's definitely a factor. You know, the clock. You're moving the ball pretty slow here. Both teams are.
Yeah, you look at that stadium pulse, a tight game, but the Ole Miss faithful really not making a big impact right now. As we can see, that's a out route or that was a zig route, and we got some tempo here. Yeah,
Let's see
second
something
and
they
2.
like.
Yeah, they must, and it's gonna go be an RPO that gets dropped for 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I just don't know if that was necessary. I mean, you got plenty of time, no reason to run hurry up unless you just really like something, but I don't know if the screenplay was the call there.
Yeah, we've seen this formation time and time again so far. It's been the 5 wide receivers, and it seems like it's working the best, but Ole Miss, a 2-man rush, and they're gonna work actually. Drops the ball, 4th and 6, and I believe we're gonna see the punt formation come out for the Wisconsin Badgers here.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't really fall behind there against a team like Ole Miss. It was just not well executed drive there.
Yeah, and after a strong start from the Wisconsin defense to start the game, Ole Miss has kind of held their ground here, and now they got the chance to go up 2 possessions before halftime. Look at this little Maryland eye action. We saw this on the first drive, and it didn't work too well. It's gonna be a run. He's got a hole, and he's gonna get 10 yards.
I mean, it was a lot like the last time you ran it. I mean, there's room. You just gotta get past your own players.
Yeah, and we saw the first big mistake of this game also from the Maryland I formation, a dropped play action pass that would have certainly gone for a touchdown. And you see, wait for an Ole Miss coach to pick a play here. Look at this.
You see the rusher, breakdown right there. Neither team's really tried to run the ball that much.
Yeah, and this formation, you'd imagine they might be running is move one of the fullbacks out to the left side. It's a toss to King Jr., who's going to try trucking air and still gets 2 yards. Martin Luther King Jr., a former civil rights activist turned into a football player. What a story it is for this young man.
He's from North Dakota. I honestly don't remember reading that in the books.
Yeah, well, a lot of audibles being for both sides. Completely different formations, it feels like, for both these teams. The move, I don't know if 24 is Martin Luther King or not, but it's always hit, and he almost throws a pick. They couldn't corral it off the ground there, and a dangerous throw gets away.
It looks like he was trying to bait, Wisconsin was trying to bait him a little bit on that seam route over there, but they had another guy across the middle that was just wide open. Couldn't get the ball off though.
Yeah, 3rd and 8. Boger in the backfield looking, he's going deep for it all. The safety's there, and he's totally got it. The receiver comes down with that. Barney Jr. Oh my goodness, I thought it might have been a pick, but somehow comes down with that football.
The corner it just went right through his hands, just like the last time.
Yeah, we saw that earlier in the game. That was what led to the first touchdown, or that was the first touchdown for Ole Miss, and it might lead to the second one here. Maryland heavy eye. It's a toss play out to the right side. Martin Luther King Jr. is going to score a touchdown. What a world that we have come to live in today. I'm sure that is a great feel-good story for that young kid.
It's a great play by Ole Miss to get it down there and score. Now we just got to see what Wisconsin's going to do there. I believe they get the ball back at half, so scoring here is pretty crucial to getting back in this game.
Yeah, and Wisconsin, we talked about it. Getting the ball after half, scoring a touchdown, and getting another one right after halftime would put them in front. And look at that. Top interceptions, the R. Hill from USF leading, and Dylan Robb in second for USC. So back to this game though, we have an RPO. It's going to go out to, I can't see his name, but number 15 gets 7 yards there to start the drive.
Yeah, that time, same play as last drive, and it worked that time a lot better.
Yeah, well, Locke is back in the backfield here with Greg McCaffrey to his right. Looks like it's going to be a run up the middle, doesn't go anywhere, and that'll take us to a 2-minute warning and a crucial drive for this Wisconsin team.
Yeah, if you're Wisconsin here, you just, at the very least, you need to get down there, kick the field goal. But the goal is a touchdown. But the last thing you can do is let Ole Miss have this ball back.
Yeah, we've seen that multiple times. You try to drive down the field, get a little too crazy, and allow the other team to have a chance to score. So we'll see how Wisconsin navigates that challenge here with 2 minutes left to play. Over the middle, it's a hospital ball that is caught by Zach Kearns and moves the sticks.
Honestly, shocked to see that's not targeting there. That was a tough hit.
Yeah, that would be targeting in the ASU Texas game, but here comes Locke. He's got a man over the middle. He's dropped it!
You notice the past couple throws, he's been in the red there. That's got to play a factor.
Yeah, a little bit behind him, and you wonder if the rain might have caused that. We saw that earlier in the game where Jackson had a touchdown that was missed too by the Boger. And so the rain has certainly been a factor so far in this game. But now 2nd and 10, and you see Locke, he's making the adjustments. The stadium pulse is making it difficult. Jackson is hyping up the crowd, looking to drop, looking for a man. He's got a guy in his face, and he's just going to have to throw it away.
Yeah, he was just too far back there. He just wasn't going to be able to make a throw there. But he did have a guy, but just too late.
Yep, 3rd and 10 from the 34-yard line. And we'll see what type of play that Wisconsin tries to draw up here. Talk about the Ole Miss front being dominant so far, and you're going to hopefully need him here. He's going to go deep to the outside receiver. Does he have any magic in him? No, he doesn't. And 4th and 10, and Wisconsin might call on their punter here, and they have.
I just don't know if I agree with the play call there.
Oh, he almost got blocked, actually. There was a ton of Ole Miss defenders in his face, but just going to have to fair catch it there.
Let's see what Jackson can do with the ball. Minute 18 left.
Yeah, and here we go, 5 wide. We've seen this work a lot, so, and you can see, here we go, Boger in the backfield by himself. He's going to run it and he slides down for a 4-yard gain, and we're going to see some tempo here. He's still in the 5 wide formation. He's looking at the covers, seeing what he's got. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it to. Is he going to catch that? He does!
Wow. He gets back to the ball.
A vertical route, and it somehow converts. There was a. Wow, I'm just a little bit perplexed in how that receiver just knew to come back that quickly, but you see Sama the third, Abu Sama the third. It's a 1-yard inside zone, and Ole Miss calls their first time out.
I would just like to make a mention, Arch Manning, most passing touchdowns up there. Heisman candidate.
Is he potentially a Heisman candidate? We will find out. As we drop the pass, Boger looking, and he throws as he gets hit, and sometimes the lineman can catch that, run that back in, and that would have been a disaster for Ole Miss.
Both teams are doing a great job of getting rid of the ball before taking the 10-yard sack.
Yeah, and 3rd and 9 now, and remember, it is raining, and that might not only affect the throwing, but also the kicking as well. As we see Boger running out to the right, there is no receiver at this part of the field. He is throwing it into a sea of Wisconsin defenders, but luckily it just kind of falls short, and now we have a field goal, and we wonder if he's built for this moment. Number 14, he's taking his time, waiting for that kicking meter to just hit right in the middle. Let's taking as much time as he needs. It's up, and it is not gonna be good. And now Wisconsin,
There's
you
time.
wonder if they're going to try. They have all three timeouts. And you wonder if they might try to go and drive down the field here. And I believe they might be in 5 wide. There they are.
You just got to be careful here. You don't want to throw a pick six or anything like that, but I definitely think they need to try to get down there.
Yeah, pick six. It's a hospital ball over the middle, right into the defender. And after seeing that, you wonder if you're a Wisconsin fan, you might be just screaming at the coach to run this clock out and regroup for the second half. Look at that. 2 drags over the middle trying to get a little something magic to happen here. Is we got is that a screenplay, and it's really kind of gone nowhere, but they do call a timeout.
I didn't hate that play call. I mean, it was just a quick throw to try to get some yards, but it just wasn't well blocked.
Yeah, the blocking. We talk about Ole Miss and how good their defensive linemen are. That is just or receivers and shedding blocks, and that was a textbook example of that. And oh, look at this. He's gonna get the first, and he's gonna have an outside chance to potentially throw a Hail Mary. I don't know if Locke's gonna make it this far though, in this weather.
Yeah, I almost would have just took it to the end of the half. I don't see him getting there.
Yeah, well, we got a Hail Mary attempt. He's gonna throw it to get Greg McCaffrey for only 11 yards. Not gonna matter in the grand scheme of things, other than a little bit of stat padding. But we go into half, 14-3, and Wisconsin's gonna get the ball and have a chance to make it a one-possession game here.
Yeah, this is going to be a crucial drive for Wisconsin here. They've got to go ahead and convert, get a touchdown, or else, I mean, Ole Miss, they go up one more touchdown, they'll be out of this.
Yeah, and here we go. Oh, and that could be something.
Great return.
It might be something. And it gets a 41-yard return. And we saw, I think that was a high kick potentially from the Ole Miss kicker there. And that would have really could have been dangerous had he not gotten stuck. But Locke will come out here. First play of second half to Greg McCaffrey, who makes a man miss. Gets sticky, young man, as some might say, but big first play, and it's looking good so far for Wisconsin.
Yeah, that was a great juke right there by McCaffrey. I didn't think he had it in him.
Yeah, I see motion here. It's gonna be not a jet touch pass, but it looks like a zone, and it's McCaffrey. He gets stuck on his block again, but so far we didn't see a lot of run game in that first half, but so far in the second half it's really worked.
Just doesn't have the top end speed to really break away, but I mean, between the tackles, he's doing well.
Oh, it's an RPO and it gets blown up. It looked like it was maybe a blitz, and and when you get an RPO and a blitz, they do not mix well. No, yeah, 2nd and 12. McCaffrey is in the backfield here. So you have the stadium pulse rocking again. Let's see who's gonna be the target here. He's rolling out. I don't think he's got anyone, and he agrees he's gonna throw it away, and it's 3rd and 12.
Just not on the same page with receivers there like Ole Miss was. I mean, they were able to get the guy to come back to him. Just nobody was there.
Yeah, 3rd and 12. Toughest rank 16 for the stadium pulse. He's looking for a man. He's gonna go to the corner route. He gets stuck on his guy. The defender does, and it's gonna work out to the 4-yard line.
Gotta tell you, I wouldn't have thrown that ball, but I mean, it worked out.
Yeah, I think he had his mind manned up where he wanted to go, and he saw a little bit of an opening. And look at this, it's a direct snap to McCaffrey, and he gets in for the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Wisconsin.
It's a great play call there. I mean, that's the last thing I expected to see there.
Yeah, it clearly caught Ole Miss off guard as well, because he got a big touchdown here. And now we're going to go for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game. And we'll see what play Wisconsin draws up here. Looks like it is a pass. He's looking for a man over in the back of the end zone. It's picked. This could be ran back for 2 points if he gets that opportunity and he's not able to break away from the receiver. And so it'll remain a 5-point game.
Yeah, just was not there. Kind of just forced it in there. Knew he didn't have much time.
And so kick it off here. White is going to return it, and he will bring it out of the end zone. We saw a big return from Wisconsin, but clearly Ole Miss is not going to be able to get the same results here. So Boger comes out once again, and he's going to see if he can make this a two-possession game. He's got, really don't know these names, to be honest. Number 24, the running back, is in the backfield. He's looking for a man now. Rolling out, not really anywhere to go, and he's just going to throw it to a sorority woman, sorority girl in the stands.
Just no real check down there. You just kind of had to hope somebody would come back to him. They just didn't.
Yeah, 2nd and 10, and now look at this, another 5-wide set. It's got no one in the backfield. Boger just looking. It's going to be a run, QB draw, and he gets upended. 3rd and 8, and a big 3rd down for both of these teams, and it could potentially be a big momentum shift.
That was a big hit for Boger. I mean, you got to think about his long-term, health there. You don't want him taking too many of those hits.
Yeah, and he's slow motion here. He's going to snap it, looking for a man. He's got all day to throw, and he's got a wide open man who gets decked, and he hangs on to his running back, and he really has some dedication to hold on.
He had about a whole week in the pocket there, and he finds somebody. I mean, he could have scrambled for the first down. I mean, he had multiple options.
Yeah, 3-man rush against this Ole Miss front is very difficult to overcome, and see that run there. Abu Sama III, he's only got 5 attempts this game for 15 yards, but we just saw that big catch right there on 3rd and 8 to really give Ole Miss a chance here, and we might see him again. We will, and he's going to go nowhere though. So 3rd and 9 at the 50-yard line. Boger gonna bring him in motion. I don't know if I cut out or if that's sorry, but it's gonna bring McCaskill in motion here, trying to see the coverage potentially. He's looking for a man down the field. He's got all day to throw, and he's got 3 receivers over there. It's covered by 1 Wisconsin defender, and they're gonna get a new set of first down, a new set of downs here at the 15-yard line.
Must be the electric tax, because I mean, he had about 10 seconds in the pocket there.
Yeah, we talk about electric, and it's a QB read option, and that's a loss of 3 yards. So Boger is gonna try to make amends for what just happened, and he's going to throw it to his tight end. Johnson is going to get most of it back. 3rd and 7. A field goal is very possible at this stage of the game. We saw Jackson miss one earlier, but a field goal would make it a 1-possession game still with an 8-point lead.
Yeah, you wouldn't be too disappointed with a field goal here. Obviously you want the touchdown, but going up 8 is crucial.
Yeah, it's going to look again, trying to find a man. He's got all day to throw. He's got 3 defenders chasing him, and at this point you just have to throw it away, and he will. And with a 4th and 7, it looks like the field goal unit's coming out, and we'll see if he can make this one.
Can the kicker handle the pressure?
Yeah, missed one from about 40 today, but he's going to make this one from around 30, so clearly he's unfazed, almost right down the middle, and Ole Miss extends their lead to 8 points.
Yeah, I mean, he was really kicking for his job there. I mean, rumors from the coach's sideline, I mean, he might have been benched if he missed that one.
Yeah, and so Wisconsin, this is kind of what you want. They had a chance to go into the half scoring. They couldn't quite do it, but now you get the first touchdown on your first drive here, and now you got a chance to tie the game up with a touchdown here. And so if you live in Wisconsin, you have to be pretty proud of the spot you put yourself in. Lock will come out. We got a double mug look from Ole Miss. is it's gonna be thrown, and oh my goodness, the defender jumped it, but he's not able to hang on there. And it's a break for Wisconsin.
I mean, the defender looked like the receiver on that route.
Yeah, that's something you'll see from Jackson's defense. Linebackers are pretty good. They're really fast, and they can jump the routes. It happened to me as well. As, oh my goodness, that might be a pick, and it's not. Throw. It looks like the receiver got held up for a second there, and that might have caused the throw to be
I
off.
mean, gotta wonder, the rest standing right there in the middle of the field, it should have been illegal contact.
Yeah, we got ACC refs, and that's a ball that's picked. It's tipped, and it's picked by number 39, Kerry Cunningham. Gets an interception today. He didn't have one last week. He got one today, though, and that's a real momentum killer for Wisconsin after that drive. That was pretty crucial.
Yeah, I mean, you'd love to make the throws there, but it's just these safeties and corners for Ole Miss are just too fast for that.
Yeah, and you can see that run game starting to really take a toll on the Wisconsin defense now as Abu Sama III gets 8 yards there, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. 17-9 with Ole Miss in Wisconsin territory. We'll see if they can finish this drive off. So we got Boger in the backfield, bringing a guy in motion here. It's Lanningham, number 5. See what he's able to do. It's a run to Samu again, and it's actually a loss of a yard. So you wonder kind of what spot that Ole Miss, if they're willing to go for on a 4th down here.
I mean, I think it's definitely a possibility because you could put the game away if you convert.
Yeah, because got the safety crashing down. He's gonna get sacked, and it's 4th and 10 now. The 50-yard line. It's too far for a kick. It's a little too far to go for it, in my opinion. And the punt team is gonna trot out, and a big stop for Wisconsin.
I believe that's also the kicker, is the punter, apparently.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, Ole Miss just missed opportunity there to close out the game. But a great stop by Wisconsin.
Yeah, and Wisconsin now is gonna, after that pick on the last drive, really is gonna have an opportunity to show why they are going to be in our talks here to be in the playoffs for the college football playoffs. And now Mock is gonna start it off with a handoff to Greg McCaffrey. He's gonna get about 4 yards, and not a bad first down call. So here we go, lock again. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield this time, and he's not going to hand it off, though. He's going to look for a man. It's a, oh my, he hangs on. No, he doesn't. He drops it, and it's 3rd and 6. Now you get put in a little tough spot here.
Yeah, I mean, you really got to catch that ball there. I mean, it's right in your hands. I mean, I know you're taking a hit, but, like, you're going to take a hit anyway. It's football.
He's going to throw it over the middle, and it's a little too far out of the reach. And it's 4th and 6, and it looks like we're going for it. It looks like the offense stays out there, and this really could be the game here. You'd really imagine this has to be the best call that Wisconsin has in the arsenal, at least for this range of situation. He's going to look at first. Does he hang on to this? He does! Oh my goodness. Wow. Behind... But an amazing adjustment to catch that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a crucial play for Wisconsin there. They had to have that.
Greg McCaffrey makes a cut. He's going to get 8 yards there. One of those safeties, I think, was blitzing it. It just kind of was filling up the gap that he was supposed to go into originally, but now, a hurry-up offense. He's going to run it again. Did he get the first? No, he doesn't. And now... we already know it's 4-down territory, so we'll see what Wisconsin tries to run. And so here we go. McCaffrey in the backfield once again. He's got 3 receivers split. He's got a tight end. He's gonna throw it to the tight end. Does he get it? He doesn't. And 4th and inches.
can't afford to mess up on this play call. It's gotta be your best play, safe play, something you know you're gonna convert.
It is gonna be half something you can convert, and it's gonna. He got the first. Jackson knew it was coming. It looked like he lined up that front. He knew that might have been a quarterback sneak, but he's not able to stop it. Still a hard count there. I thought he had one of them jump off sides, but the refs clearly don't agree with me. And here is Locke. He's looking for another guy. He's got to throw it away, and he does. A smart decision. Doesn't get the intentional grounding call, and 2nd and 10 now.
Just nobody really there. I mean, but I mean, it doesn't help when you're dropping that far back. You got to be really careful about that.
2nd and 10. McCaffrey gets the call again, and I'm looking at this play clock. We have started this drive with 5 minutes, and now we could take us to the 2-minute warning if you want to, and you wonder if Wisconsin's not moving the ball fast enough. It's 3rd and 7. We'll see if they snap the ball here. The stadium is rocking. The pulse is at its max. And I believe we're just taking it to the 2-minute. Oh, he gets it off. Trying to find a man. He's going to get it. Oh, he's got a man. It's Harris. And looks like he just outran the linebacker there.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great decision to get it off and catch Ole Miss a little off guard. But, I mean, it's a great play call and great execution.
Yeah, that is exactly what I saw as well, but a 1st and 10, get a big gain here. Now that clock becomes a little bit less of a factor, but he's going to hit that zig route on the right side. Kearns is going to make a couple men miss. He's going to fumble the football. Does he get it?
Wow.
Nobody got it. There was 3-4 Ole Miss players there, and none of them could get it before it went out of bounds. And a missed opportunity for Ole Miss. Right there.
Wisconsin's got to be thanking the weather for raining, because, I mean, without the weather, I mean, Ole Miss surely gets that ball.
Oh, here's Greg McCaffrey again. He's going to stiff arm a man. Just get off of me, but he's injured after that. And a similar play call that got Wisconsin a touchdown is going to lead to their running back getting injured. And yeah, number 22 is going to have to come in for at least a play here. Yeah, here we go. He's gonna run it here with, I don't know his name. Ryan Koski is gonna get a carry there, but it looks like McCaffrey will return to the game potentially. And no, he will not. So 3rd and 1. Time is ticking. Gotta have it. Oh my goodness, what a adjustment! And it's a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. And a timeout taken by Ole Miss here.
I don't know if I agree with that call, calling a timeout. I think you want to burn some of that.
I don't know. If it was Ole Miss I called it, I'm not sure. But remember, if Ole Miss gets this ball back, this game is over. Assuming that they have the lead, actually, when they retain the ball. As you can see, they call another timeout there. So they can kneel it if they do get it, so you don't worry about the time. They're just trying to have the time on the clock if they need to go down and drive here. But now Wisconsin looking for a man. That's a dangerous throw. He caught that. Wow, 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. And now, what is your best play? What is your 2 best plays that you can use? Your 3 best, actually, when you get a 2-point conversion. What are your 3 best plays to get on this touchdown?
It's a lot of time left, but Ole Miss just burned through all their timeouts.
Yeah, there is no timeouts. Locke is by himself in the backfield. It's a run up the middle. He's going to score a touchdown. And now Wisconsin is a 2-point. This is the game for Wisconsin. They have to get this. They are a 2-point conversion from tying this game in what has been a thriller so far. Been a little bit low scoring, but it's going to be snapped to McCaffrey. He's going to dive. He's not going to get there. And now it's
onside kick.
And now it's an onside kick from Ole Miss, stealing this ball and taking it a very big win at home. We'll see if we can get it here. It's going to get
Oh my
not
good.
enough.
Oh, that
He's
was so good. It's
and
just
he's 2 yards short of becoming the player of the game. And unfortunately, the Ole Miss Rebels will kneel this football. Wisconsin can call their timeouts, but they're only going to have about they're not even going to have any time left actually, but they will force Ole Miss to punt this football. Oh, they're actually going to run a play, so there is still hope. There is still hope, especially if they can force a fumble here. They're going to run commit. They're running backwards. He's going to try to get down.
and that's the
And
game
he
right there.
will. And now there is nothing that the Wisconsin Badgers will be able to do. A little bit of an interesting play call to run straight backwards, but they will come away with a win here. And Ole Miss is going to improve to 3-1, a big win that they needed, especially with a team like Wisconsin that's shown that they are worth something to watch for. See Boger, player of the game, he had 50% completion percentage, but you know, he kind of showed up when it really mattered most. No picks, if I remember, and yeah, so I guess we can go ahead and get to the interviews here. If we go ahead and go here, Jackson Altman, and I guess what I will ask is a big win here. We started off 0-1 with a loss to Kansas State. How are we feeling kind of going on as we start conference play your next game or so?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think I played my best game right there. I think I got I definitely got bailed out on a couple plays, but just gotta clean it up. I think I've got Texas, or I have a bye, I think, and then Texas or something. I don't know. But no, I think I just have Texas next week, but I don't know. I need to clean it up. That definitely wasn't my best performance. If I want to go back to back, I can't play like that.
Yeah, and so if Riley, you want to ask anything to Jackson, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any questions. I mean, just kind of wondering, what do you mainly want to improve upon before you get to Texas next week?
I just feel like the offense hasn't been as good as it needs to be this season. Definitely, because Texas, they got a lot of fast guys, so it's going to be tough on defense. So need to outscore them.
Alright, well, I guess if you don't have any questions, we can, any more questions for Jackson, at least we can go ahead and move over to Steelers boy. And so, yeah, Steelers, you played a pretty good game today at Ole Miss, and you know, the defending champion actually, and so kind of, you know, just talk us through how we feel about conference play. You show that you can really stick with the best teams. You're gonna have to play, you know, like an Oregon or a Notre Dame or like a USC here in your conference.
Yeah, I don't know how we match up against them. We do not have enough firepower offensively to stick around. Got a lot of, like you said, good battles coming our way, and I don't know. It's glad I gave Jackson a fight a little bit. I definitely wasn't getting any favors there until the very end, but from EA. But yeah, we gotta. I don't know. I'm not a big believer in this team right now and myself with what I got, but we're gonna do what we can and we're gonna compete. So.
All right, well, Riley, the floor's open to you.
Yeah, I mean, no real questions, but I feel like you did pretty good with what you have at Wisconsin. I mean, clearly an inferior team, but I mean, you gave Jackson a run for his money, so it'll be interesting to see. I mean, if you win out here, you could see yourself in the playoffs.
I think we're wasting a playoff spot, honestly, to make it, but just going against teams like like Ole Miss, and we got old better and more tests like Oregon and USC and that Kansas State. I don't see this team competing with the high end guys like that. We compete defensively pretty well, but besides that, we're struggling. But we're gonna keep fighting though. I'm gonna keep giving it everything I got.
Well, if you have nothing else to say or any questions to ask Riley, we can maybe go ahead and wrap this up. And so, yeah, thank everyone for watching. Be on the lookout for future game of the weeks. I'm not sure if we have any more from this week 4 specifically, but I think there might have been another game that was going on along with this one. So keep an eye out for future games of the week, future NASCAR races. We had one today, Wednesdays and Thursdays at 8:45. And other than that, I really got nothing else. So if Riley, you want to add anything before we end, now's the time.
Yeah, I mean, not really a close game, but over on with our other broadcasters, we have Miami and Missouri, 28-9, nearing the end of the third quarter. If you want to switch over there.
Yeah, so we'll see y'all next time, and goodbye.